What's up, listeners? Are you looking for a podcast that's going to encourage you, motivate you, and meditate with you? Look no further. Self-Care with Lee is a podcast to encourage you to love yourself, hold yourself accountable, and caring and nurturing for yourself so you can grow and reach your highest potential. I want to be your friend, motivator, and cheer you on. You got this. Here's to Self-Care with Lee. Today is the day that you realized your worth. Today is the day that you acknowledge where it is that you want to be. Today is the day that you know planning is your superpower. You are going to go above and beyond in many things, and you now understand that you are here for a reason. You are going to walk in your purpose and you are going to prosper. You're fully capable of everything you put your mind to. Be positive, be kind, and love yourself. You got this. Breathe in, breathe out. You are now meditating with Lee. What's up, listeners? It's your girl, Lee Morales here, and happy Wednesday. It's a new day, and it's going to be amazing for you. I am speaking that. I am claiming that. Can you believe we have made it this far to the end of October? I feel like it was just the summertime, and now the leaves are changing, meaning it's a new season, and the time to be intentional is right now. Listen, we have made it this far, and we are going to take our time and be kind to ourselves because life is so precious. We must take this time to reflect because although we are in fourth quarter, it's time to really think about next year. It's 2024. Are you ready to walk in your purpose? I wanted to name this podcast Planning is Caring. The art of self-care is being intentional about you. Planning is an essential part in self-care and can be a key influence to each of the building blocks of self-care. Next year, despite your circumstances this year, I want you to take the time with yourself to grasp an idea of where it is you want to be, who it is you want to be, and how far you are willing to go to be more intentional about walking in your purpose. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life is precious. Every day should be an effort to improve and compete with who you were yesterday. Challenging yourself to outdo yourself. Love yourself enough to plan ahead for your new year. So today I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to do something more interactive because I haven't done this before, and if I have, I forgot. So please forgive me. But I wanted to sit together and really think about our year next year. It's time for planning for me. I want to write down everything. I mean, where I see myself spiritually, professionally, financially, environmentally, socially, all the things that build self-care as an art and form it as a practice. I want to envision that for myself for 2024. So I figured, why not do it today, just a little bit today while we're on this podcast, because you know my podcasts are short, small talk, big action, still the spirit of this podcast. But I wanted to make it more interactive to be fun, something that we can hold each other accountable for. So if you have time, just think about the things that you want to put on a vision board, or you can jot it down in your notes on your phone. You can also take out your journal and write this down. I want it to be an exercise where we can plan together what we're going to plan for 2024. So take this time and write your goals down on paper. I want you to write the words 2024 me. Where do you see yourself mentally, financially, and physically. Write all of that on paper and be mindful that you are planning to be in new rooms next year, receiving new opportunities, and you're prospering along the way. After you write those things on paper, I want you to write down people who you want to meet. Who do you want to network with? What kind of conversations are you looking forward to having to improve your situations? If you're unsure, if you are ready to take a risk, but even if you're not ready to take a risk and network and speak to strangers, that is totally fine because you're going to be the one that I would encourage to write down how you can overcome your fear of speaking to someone else or speaking to strangers and networking with people who you don't know, but that you know will bring you to a higher place. What rooms shall you be in next year to help you overcome that fear? What conferences should you be at? What mentor should you have approach next year to help you get to that next level? How can you overcome obstacles that held you back this year? How could you have handled situations better? Picture this board that you're writing all the things down as a board of endless positive possibilities. Imagine nothing can stop you. And remember that you are setting your intentions for the year 2024 on this paper or in your journal or on your board. And ask yourself, are you being mindful? Are you being honest? Are you being vulnerable? It's just you in this room and me if you're listening to me on the podcast. And I am encouraging you to write all things, even if they seem impossible, because by writing them down on paper, you're giving life to those positive thoughts and you are being intentional about where you see yourself. And you, my friend, are planning. Whew. I know you're getting real with yourself. Maybe even look yourself in the mirror while you're writing and planning so you can look at yourself and hold yourself accountable. I know it sounds silly, but listen, someone's got to hold you accountable. Why not be yourself? This is getting good, so don't go away. I'll be back with more Self-Care with Lee after these short commercial breaks. Are you looking for entertainment and you don't want to watch TV but want to get lost in someone else's story? Look no further. Audible is here. In your free time, you can listen to the latest book releases and now podcast. Storytelling at your convenience. Download Audible today and use my discount code, which is below the link in the summary page of this podcast, and get lost in the story of any genre. I hope you enjoy. Is it time for new scenery? A vacation, or maybe a home away from home so you can work remotely in any state, country, or city? Look no further. Booking.com has you covered with a wide range of hotels in various locations at an affordable cost. Not breaking the bank, you deserve to get the very best for your buck. Use my Booking.com link below and receive a discount on your next stay today. Au revoir. Welcome back, listeners, and I hope during the commercial break, you not only wrote down those discount codes and the links, but you also reflected for your year next year. I know one thing. Being blessed enough to see it this far in 2023 has shown us that we are completely capable of all things. I know that this year was trying. I know things of the world are not where they should be, but blessings keep happening. You want to know how I know? Because we are alive today. We are breathing a new breath. So that means that we have another chance to walk in our purpose. Why not be a better you next year? Why not be a better you tomorrow? Or at least get started. That's why planning is so essential. It is a part of self-care because you're caring enough about yourself and where you are going. It is important to jot jot things down, no matter how small they are, they matter. They make a little difference in each day of improvement. You are the person to write down how you see yourself next year. You have that superpower to write your vision on paper. You are capable. One thing about this year is that it was filled with blessings. And although it was followed by blessings, I learned the technique of strategizing. I learned the technique of writing things down, no matter how small they were. Planning was something that I showed myself that I cared enough about myself to approach situations differently, circumstances differently, tough conversations differently, and many actions that improved my lifestyle and my way of being. I have such a clear thought process now because I write everything down. I have an agenda, I have Notepad, I have my phone, I have my iPad, I have my computer, and each one of those hold different notes and just different things that I tell myself to remind myself. Write everything down, Lee. Write everything and as much as possible down. I know that planning is caring for yourself, and it's also showing you how you want to approach situations, circumstances, conversations, and many of those actions that you write down, it improves how you handle confrontation, obstacles, risk, and uncomfortable scenarios. It is how you stay positive and how you have a new perspective of the new day and how it is an opportunity to be better than yesterday. Be smart and plan so you can take proper risk, achieve your goals, and walk in your purpose. You are capable of anything if you just put in the work. It is not easy. And just because you wrote it down doesn't mean it happens instantly. But like all great things, it takes pressure, time, strategy, and patience. You are the creator of your thoughts, of your actions, and your approach. You can plan all of your success by writing your vision on paper. Love on yourself so you'll care more about what it is you're supposed to do. This is the art of self-care. Write your vision on paper. You got this. Planning is caring. And until next time, here's to self-care with Lee. Bye. Checks this. Keep it cute, sis. Yeah, stack them checks. Keep it cute, sis.